how these activities can really have a profound impact on the team dynamics, employee well-being, and overall productivity. Opinion why this extracurricular activity is important in the workplace. HR responsibility to do the extracurricular activity.
So it is the responsibility of all the team members in the organization to actively participate in these type of things.
But you know what, Himanshi, there is always be one concern of participation. You know that we have to always make a rule. No, everybody has to participate. This is a mandatory session, right? HR has to write in a bold that this is a mandatory session. Everybody has to participate, right? So that tell me that how do we make sure everyone participates? We have seen cases, right? Because where some employees not feel inclined to join. So how do you encourage engagement across the board?
So I think difficult to get everyone involved in such type of activities. So we need to plan the activities that are different and include something for everyone. We know that we have a company, we have employees of having a different temperament, different natures, and different skills. So we can create something like we can create something like that can be relatable to everyone. That can be relatable to everyone, that can be related to everyone, like, so nobody can think that that I am not supposed to be do it, that I am this is not related to me, I am not able to do it. So we can do it that way. So we can choose many type of options that we can we can we can take the feedback from the employees, we can take the suggestions from the employees that what they can want, what kind of activities they can want. So we can do it in that way. So that is my.
Definitely. Because I can also imagine the challenge there, because we need to find the balance between the people, because we don't know that what type of people's right we are working with. Because when you have a, let's suppose, 100 or a 500 people working with you, you don't know exactly who are introvert, who are extrovert, because some people really chose to work only. Some people chose to interact with others. So they that depends on the personality and personality. I think that's a good point, because I think the finding the balance between the introvert, extroverts, and everyone's with, because everyone is with a unique interest, right? So now let's talk about that. Have you noticed any particular type of activities that everybody has appealed for it? Like, no, I want this activities or anything.
So I think team building activities that encourage collaboration among the team members, and I think there are some we can create some workshops, we can manage some workshop, we can create such games like problem solving games in which persons connect to the other person, and they can have they can get the time to solve that problem. So it can encourage people to just communicate with themselves. So, and we can even schedule some outdoor activities. We can like Nirogam is doing always such type of social events, such type of outings for their employees. So kind of things a company can do it for their persons. And I think these kind of social event can also engage both the introverts introverts and extroverts in that.
Definitely. Makes sense. So now let's talk about the leadership. Okay. So now when we look at from the leadership perspective, that you tell me that how can HR or any managers champion these activities without making them feel it's a mandatory task to do, right? Or like it's just another task that one has to be participate in those activities.
So I think HR or managers can support these activities by presenting them as the chances to grow. Because when they start telling to their employees about the benefits of these activities, about the advantages of these activities, so in this way they can engage the employees in such type of activities, and they also tell them that how these activities can literally boost their productivity. Definitely. And even they can ask the team members for their ideas and offering them flexible options, so everyone feels comfortable about it, and everyone feels like like excited to join such activities. So this is the way.
Definitely, because when people feel connected, they will definitely come, right? So now the important question, like let's talk about, especially in a time where remote work and hybrid models, because that is the future that we are working right now. So do you think that extracurricular activities changes or need to adapt in a remote work setting?
So yes, I think extracurricular activities should change for remote work. Like we can, like Nirupam is doing, we can engage the virtual events. We can create the online games. We can create the group challenges, and we can give them to the team members. So in that way, we can keep connected to the peoples, and it is also very important to be flexible and include everyone in the team member to engage in these activities. So that is right.
Definitely. That's really very insightful, Himanshi. So tell me that as we already also know that keeping remote work included is definitely a challenge, and many are because this is a challenge everybody is facing sometime today, right? Because so now tell me finally that what advice would you give it to companies that want to introduce more extracurricular activities but might be hesitant about how to start or scale them?
So I think a company should start it by offering these small or some few simple activities to the employees, just to gather the employees and just take the employees' feedback. So they can gradually expand these type of activities based on the interest of the employees. So definitely it is important to involve the employees in the planning and to ensure the activities are fun and inclusive for the employees. It definitely, this is the responsibility of the company that they can manage that thing, that the activities definitely should not be the burden on the employees. So this is the company's responsibility.
And I think to add on your point, definitely I'm not sharing all the tips and tricks that how one can do the extracurricular activity, because you need to the viewers, you need to watch my another video on that. Specifically, I'm making that what type of events you can do. But to give it a small explanation about it, that Himanshi mentioned about it, every time it's not all about wasting your time on the fun games. Your games, your extracurricular activities can also be the work based, where you are boosting your communication, sometimes like a role play, sometimes like an team bound activities, right, to improve those relationships. So I think that can also be beneficial in lot of ways. So listen to my another video where I'll be sharing all those insight. But also what I want to highlight it today, that like Himanshi said about the feedback, you can collect those feedback from your employee and club it together and see what your employee needs, because their needs also matter for you. So I think you can take a poll from your employee, take a feedback, and do whatever the employee says and whatever the maximum people required in your company. So that would be the good way to do that. So now let's that's really some actionable advice that you have given to our viewers. Himanshi, thank you so much for coming on our podcast and talking about this, because it's really very great talking to you about that, how extracurricular activities can really enhance work culture. But before we wrap up, Himanshi, do you have any final thoughts about it?
So thank you so much, Deepika. And my just final advice or the final uh, saying is that only that to all the, especially the corporate employees. So please don't consider such type of activities as a burden or as a just just like a pressure on you. So just keep trying to engage themselves on such type of activities, because the activities is definitely helpful for you if you are engaging yourself in such type of activities. So please don't consider it as a pressure. Just take it as a part of your, even you can take it as a part of your job as well. So you can, I think you, that is the way you can enjoy this activity.
Definitely.
So this is
Thank you so much for your time and insights today, Himanshi. And to our listener, if you haven't yet think about how you can bring a little more fun and creativity in your work life, trust us, it's worth it. So just do involve yourself in the extracurricular activity. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next episode of HR Unscripted. Till then, we are signing off. Me, Deepika, and Himanshi from here. Bye bye. Take care, everybody. Bye, Himanshi. Thank you so
bye,
much.
Deepika. Thank you.